If you're employed, you probably spend quite a bit of time with your coworkers. It makes life easier if you're able to find happiness in the workplace. But you know what? You're responsible for finding that happiness. If you're not happy, what can you do? Don't quit. Don't quit. Pivot. That's the title of a new book out by Mike Nabors. And Mike is an Emmy Award-winning journalist, sports broadcaster. You've done it all nationally, locally, the Bucks, the Saints. You've done so much great stuff. And I've had the pleasure of being in your world as we pass each other in this crazy sports entertainment broadcast world. It's so great to see you.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So you also wrote a book with Drew Brees, The Brees Way.
Yes.
And now you've got this great book out, Don't Quit, Pivot.
Right.
One of the things I was taking from it is, and I just read this statistic recently, that your happiness is largely determined by the people you work with. Not more so sometimes, or the same at least, as your personal relationships. So you got to make it work at work.
Yeah, I mean, this book, and you hear it all the time, but I promise you it's true, it's for everyone. You can like your job, you can hate your job, you can put up with your job. It's really for everyone. I mean, I always wanted to be a sportscaster. Since 4th grade, it's what I always wanted to do. And then after time went on, I thought there's other things I could do, Roxanne. I want to do other things. I kept putting it off. And I think we all can relate to that. There's other things we want to do. That doesn't mean we're unhappy, but we can pivot. And I went back to school because I wanted to teach at the age of 50. Got my master's degree. I was old in the classes, much older than the students. But
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
no,
I was, absolutely. And then I got my master's. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. And I started teaching at Florida Southern College in the sports management program 4 years ago. It's the best job I've ever had. And for so many years, I thought all I could do is be a sportscaster. So this book is for you if you're happy, but also if you're unhappy, because life is too short to not be happy at work.
It's so true. I bet the students love your stories because, again, you and I were talking a little off air. You've done all kinds of things like covering, you know, Academy Award-winning actors and athletes. And what you make a point in this book that's really important, you take the skills that you develop and you use those to launch into whatever else your dreams are.
Absolutely. When I teach, it's like producing a sportscast. I mean, you have an hour lecture and you have your lead and you have your supporting stories, and then you involve the students. And I bring in guest speakers every week. And what's great is all the years I was in sportscasting, you have contacts and you bring those contacts in to speak to the students. But actually the best guest speakers I've had are those I've never met in sportscasting, because we learned, you know, you pick up a phone. I know it's archaic these days, but you can pick up a phone and call people and they actually respond and they want to be a part of the platform. So everything that I did in TV, I have translated to teaching, and it's been phenomenal. It's been great.
Great. That's a great way to do it. And speaking of those people picking up the phone, they're people that care about you, that have developed relationships with you, and you talk about how to do that in this book, because you've got to find the people who get you, who are like, yes, Mike, I want to give you a shot, or whomever it is.
It's funny, I was talking to my oldest daughter who graduated from college about a year ago, and she just got a job she didn't think she would get, because who hired her said, you're the only person out of 50 applicants that called and followed up. I mean, in this day and age where we're texting, we're emailing, pick up a phone and call someone and just follow up that email, make that email stand out. I do it in my job, and my oldest daughter just did it, and she just got a great job. So it's not always going to work. I mean, we get phone calls all the time. Oh my God, who is this?
Right.
But a lot of times it does work. Most of the times it does. So,
absolutely it does. Makes the difference. I like that phone call. Don't quit, pivot, and you have a special offer for our viewers.
Yes.
There you go, $15 for paperback and $20 for hardcover. Mike, I loved seeing you. Thank you for coming in and sharing this with us.
You're the best. Thank you very much.